Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the KingKraft server. Today we start to say our goodbyes to the Season 3 map. We plan on updating and resetting the map when 1.9 comes out. I'd imagine we still have at least a month or so left of that, because they're still doing snapshots and haven't started the pre-releases yet. But with this downtime, I thought it would be a good idea to not try and force anything with my videos and use the opportunity to start up some other series while I've got the time. And I think that's going to make it easier for me to have multiple series running with the limited amount of time I have to actually do videos. So, with these last two videos I think we're going to do on this map, we're just going to do a big old world tour. I think this first video we'll do spawn and just community stuff, and then the next video we will check out my base and some of my other projects you may not have seen before. So let's just do a general overview, and actually let's take a look at the map in here. Snapshot lag, everything's fine. Go in here. Alright, so this is the map of spawn. You can see where the little green dot is right there is where we are. That is the town hall, and this area right here is like the residential area where players built their player houses. And down over here was supposed to be the farming area, but that never really kicked off. And then over here we had the shopping district. We got the player monument down here. This was like a little too close, like a market that Doom built. Never got a whole lot of use either. And then we had the theme park up here and off the north part of the map. So let's check it all out. This is the town hall. Everything's still decorated for Christmas, so yeah. That should tell you how active the server's been since we announced we'd be resetting. But that's fine. That happens. This is still town hall. This is my spawn house. This is actually the second spawn house I built. The first one was one story. It was tiny and I hated it, so I tore it down and built this one up. The first one was like a little ranch style house. It was made of dark oak planks and acacia planks, and it was not good. I'm a lot more happy with this one. What else we got? This is a lot of just spawn houses. Got the floating island that Megan Bonus lived out of. I think there's a little house up here. Yep, little house. That's the horse stable. What else we got? Let's see. There's the Christmas tree. This is the Death Games building. Oh, I wish I could go down faster. Pretty cool. It's like a Greek style building. I don't know what the fancier term for that is. This was the like community storage. If people needed blocks or items for stuff they were building around spawn, they could come here and take from it. Back over here we got the farms. We really only have two. Which we had a automatic cow farm that P built. And then we had the micro farm over here that I think Ginger built. That's what I was gonna say. But yeah, we really only had two farms over here. This was added kind of after a lot of that had already been developed, so we didn't really need farms at this point. And this is LP's spawn house. He built it over here in the farming district. But I think on the next map we've got a little bit of a better fleshed out idea for the actual districts, and the farming district is going to be very central. It'll probably be the most popular thing in the spawn area, but we'll get into that more as we get into season 4. These are some shops here. Sinding built all three of these buildings. We got a chicken farm, a record shop, and this is one of the decorated spawn portals, and I think it's the only one that actually got decorated. But yeah, this is the sheep and wool farm. Lots and lots of sheep in there, but I don't think it caused a whole lot of lag like was worried about when we first built it this close to spawn, which was good. This is the little spawn garden I built, which I'm really proud of. I like the way it looks, and I like my little custom trees. Before these, the only custom trees I had ever done were the like the weeping willow style there that we have right in the middle. And I wanted to try some cool little bonsai style trees, and I think they turned out pretty well. I like them. And we got the little covered gazebo thing here. There's a I built this in a video earlier. You can go back and find it. It's in the thumbnail, so it should be pretty easy to find. This is the market. Looks really cool. Looks like it got used once by the person that built it. Oh good, it's raining. That's fine. And now we're into the shopping district. We got lots of little shops. I'm sure you've seen most of these just in the background in videos, so I won't go through all of them. I'll just do a little bit of a fly through here. It didn't expand out as far as I thought it was going to. But I think on the next map we've also talked about spreading stuff out a little bit so people aren't so cramped with their builds. I don't know, we'll see how that plays out. And I guess we'll key in on the stuff that I actually built out here. This was BK and Sons building company. I went for like a lumber yard, lumber storage type building here, and I tried to add some like cool features, like this is stuff we could build. I had other plans for stuff, that's why I chose this area around the ravine thing there, but never got around to it. What else we got? I built this thing over here. It looks like a very fancy lobster pot. Oop, Lagopotamus. It was for the 1.8 stone blocks, like, well, you can see them all here. The granite, diorite, and andesite. This was, what did I call this? Critter Getters. Critter Getters pest removal and mob supply. Mob supply and pest removal. That was pretty close. It was a business where I could go caving with you and kill all the monsters so you didn't have to worry about it, or supply you with mobs. And these are the little, I wanted some like big redneck style trucks and stuff, because those are like excuse me, those are the kind of trucks you see with like animal control. I don't know, I got these off Corrales videos. I did not come up with these. I'm not that good. Actually I think, oh no, we got one more over here. The stone shop. That's really all it is. Stone and cobblestone. I think this was a Corrales thing too. So many. Yeah, he's very good. This over here is the PvP monument. We had player statues for not every player, but we got pretty far into it. I think on the next map, if we do something like this again, I'll just get everyone to build their own. Unless people really don't want to, in which case I can do it, because they're a lot of fun to do, and a lot of them we've already got done here, so it's easy enough just to look at them and do it off an existing build and not have to come up with it on the spot. But everyone's got their own statue. Let me get down lower. And then we've got spaces for trophies based on wins or runner-ups or overall kills, and then everyone's record is in a book. I think on the next map I'll probably simplify it a little bit. I might have one book for each UHC instead of one book for every person with their individual stats in it. I still want to do the trophies because I think that's pretty cool. Was it not? Oh, it doesn't rain in savannas. I gotcha. Cool. So let's go over to the west? No, it is the north. Go up north and check out the theme park. I know that's going to get a lot more attention than the one on this map did. Just because based on people talking about plans they've got for the next map. We got quite a few games here. We've come over here and played just for, half an hour to an hour at a time. Just hanging out and playing all the games. This is like a boat battle game that Sin built. I don't know what those are for. That looks dangerous. I think that's a new addition. But the idea was since the new boat mechanic where you can have 2 people in a boat, you would have 2 teams of 2 each in a boat, and I guess they'll shoot arrows out since there's arrows that landed in the same spot. And this boat sank? That's not a very good boat. But you get the idea. Just the first person to kill the other team in the boat wins. This is Spleef. It's a lot bigger than it looks. I think Uni built this. And down to the bottom floor. We've played that a couple times, had a lot of fun with it. This was a jousting game. I don't know where the other minecart went. But whatever. The idea of it is you ride back and forth in minecarts, shooting arrows at the other player, and you have to break the other person's minecart to win. What else we got? This was a parkour. This was a parkour thing that Uni built. It's really hard, actually. I've only completed it once, and tried a lot more than once. This is Hot Shot. This is a Ethos Lab game that he came up with. I absolutely stole the design, but I called it something different and made it yellow. It's a lot of fun to play. We got Sin's interpretation of King of the Ladder here. We've played this a few times, had a lot of fun with it. This thing is it's a maze that LP built, and this is going to be cool because this is the first time I've seen it from this angle. Actually, it starts here. So you press this button, it drops you down into the maze, and then this timer starts. So it drops you down into it, and you can see how many layers there are. So in each layer, there's one spot that you have to find that drops you down to the next layer. And you get down to the bottom layer eventually and run into... Is this it? Yeah, you run into this room, and this pressure plate stops the timer. Then you go back up top, and you check your score here. But I think he's got plans for an even bigger version of this, which is going to be terrifying. Because I know a lot of us have wasted a lot of our lives lost in this maze. But it's really fun. And it's really fun to do with a lot of people at the same time. So that's going to be a lot of fun on the next map. This is Ice Climbers. I built this in a video. We've only played it once. Me and Uni played it. We never actually recorded it. We might try and do that at some point before we stop doing videos on this map. But it was a lot of fun, and I think it would be a lot of fun with like 4 people instead of we did it with 2. And the object is you start here, you have to come up here, get your colored piece of wool, get back down, and place it on your obsidian block there. But the other person's trying to do the same thing at the same time, and you play with packed ice to get up and down and move around the map here. And you can break blocks during the game, just to kind of throw the other person off, get them. There's a witherhead floating up there. Like if they're pillaring up, you can break the blocks underneath them so they fall back down to the ground and try and get up fast enough where they can't catch up with you. But you leave all the blocks that have been placed each round. So each round the map looks a little bit different. You've got giant ice spikes and stuff everywhere, and you have to maneuver a little bit differently each round. And I really think that would be a lot more fun with 4 people. Just a lot more chaotic. So we might try and do that. I think I would really like to do that. I'm not sure what happened to this mushroom. Looks like a donut. This is the mini golf course that I started. All of this burnt down. Right now we've actually got fire tick turned off because there was a snapshot glitch where rain didn't put fire out. So we had a lot of fire damage around spawn and stuff that stays loaded a lot. And all of this burnt down, including my little golf shack here. A lot of that burned down. But we got, 5 holes built. And the idea for this was to have people come and, contribute hole designs to it. But that didn't pan out very well. So I just kind of left it there. We've still played these 5 holes quite a bit. And I've enjoyed it. I like it. This back here is unfinished. It was like a PvP arena that LP was working on. Hopefully we'll get to see something more like this. Actually, something else we've played that there's not a game for is we played hide and seek a lot. And I think a couple of the guys are talking about building like hide and seek maps on our next map. Like hide and seek arenas. So that would be fun. I think we could come up with some arena designs that could be multi-purpose for stuff like hide and seek or some PvP games. But that is all of spawn. So let's go into the Nether Hub real quick and we can take a look at some of the community stuff. So this is the Nether Hub. It's still somewhat under construction. JC did a lot of the work on this, and I picked up kind of where he left off when he wasn't able to play as much anymore. Basically the overall design of it is player bases up top, and we have community builds and biomes on the bottom floor. So up top we got a lot of tunnels that people have decorated to get to their bases. A lot of them look really cool, and a lot of them are still netherrack. So while we're here, let's take a look at some of the community stuff that I've worked on. Actually, there might only be one, which is the witch farm over here. I think so. Yeah, so this is the entrance to the witch farm. Hop over here, and we run down to the tunnel, and we'll fly, because this is just a tour. And up. This was kind of a late addition to the map, so I don't know how much use it got. But it's just a regular old witch farm. That's the design. I can't remember whose design it is. I want to say Azuma, but I'm not 100%, so I won't commit to that. But you got your spawning platform all the way up here. I can do it. Boy, it's a long trip. Almost. Okay. So you stand up here, and at this Y value, it unloads all the caves and stuff, so you don't have to go through the trouble of lighting up all the caves to get maximum spawn efficiency in the farm. And actually, Zelcat's on right now, so he might not get any spawn. Oh no, you can see the little arms swinging down there. But I also dug out all the land in a square here to get rid of all the spawn area on the surface. And when you're the only person on, the rates are actually really good. So much so that the iron golems in there actually die every once in a while, so you have to replace them. So not a perfect design, but I think it's worked pretty well. And had it been available a lot earlier... Beat him up. Yeah, that's right. Don't talk to him like that. Had it been available to everybody earlier in the season, I think it would have gotten a whole lot of use, especially for the redstone and glowstone. And the gunpowder. Jeez. So this, I think, is going to be something we do a whole lot earlier next map. And that might be it actually for this part of the world tour. I'm not going to do tours of other people's bases because if they want to do that, I don't want to spoil it for them. So let me just double check. Oh, yeah, the ice farm. Let's go to the ice farm. Ice tray. It's not really a super efficient design unless you put it in the right place. But I hadn't built one before, and I was kind of just trying to come up with things that could be community builds. And we didn't have just a regular ice farm, so I decided to go over here to the nearest gassed fireball, the nearest snow biome, and build an ice tray for everybody. Let's pop in here, and what did I pick up? Where am I? Not important. So this was that's right. I forget what the actual design is called or who builds it also. Same thing I said that for last time. If you go to the video where I work on it, I think I say who actually came up with the design. But this design works best when it's somewhere that's loaded all the time, because this ice has to freeze and has to update this system that pushes the blocks out. So when no one's out here, which is the majority of the time, it's just sitting here doing nothing. So it's perfect for something that's at someone's base that's going to be loaded, or if you've got spawn in a biome like this, or I guess you could stick it up really high in the sky and it would work the same. But yeah, had a lot of fun on this map. And again, this isn't going to be the last video. We're going to spend the last video checking out the base and stuff I've worked on out that way. But yeah, we'll catch up on that in the next episode. For now, this is Burrito King signing off from the KingKraft server. Until next time. I don't feel right signing off in creative mode. There we go. It's the Burrito King signing off from the KingKraft server. Until next time. Bye-bye.